Okay, let's go through all the examples. Okay, so let's say that they gave us these two equations, f of x and g of x, and we have to be able to identify what the graph of g of x looks like. Well, our first job is always going to be what's different between the equations. And you can see right here, oh, I tried to pick yellow. You can see right here, the 2 is different. The 2 on the inside is different. So we can think of g of x is equal to f of 2x. Now, is this bigger or smaller than 1? The 2 is bigger than 1, so that means it's going to compress because it's getting there faster. It's faster, so that means compression. And it's a compression of 2. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So instead of taking all the way to 8 to get there, half of 8 is, it's going to get there twice as fast. So it's going to get there at 4. So we're looking for a graph. The y-intercept stays the same, but it's just going to get there a little bit faster. It's going to get to our x-intercepts a little bit faster. Twice as fast. That's what we're looking for. And that's it. We're just looking for what changed. It may look funky and complicated, but your first job is just figure out what changed. All right, this one, they want us to write, pretty sure, yes. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, they want us to be able to write f of x is your solid curve, so that's our red curve. G of x is a horizontal stretch of f of x. Write the equation of g of x in terms of f of x. So we have, they're going to give you something like this. G of x is equal to, and then they'll have a fat answer box, and you have to figure out what's going on. Notice they're always going to mark some key points for you so that you can count what's going on. And I know that it's going to be f, something inside with my x, so I'm leaving a space in front. I don't know if it's going to be a fraction or a whole number, but it's important that I leave a space there. So we're going from, this is 2, 9, and this point right here is 4, 9. This is 4, 5, and this is 8, 5. So it's important to know what happened. To go from f to g, we had to get twice as big of an x. So the x, right, we're looking at 2 had to get doubled. 4 had to get doubled. And if we look here, 5 to 10 had to get doubled. And it also works in the negatives. -1. So we had to double all of our x's. Now you may be thinking, you might be thinking to put a 2 here, but that would be wrong. You do not want to put a 2 there. The reason we're not putting a 2 there is you got to really think about how these formulas work. We're actually going to be putting, oh, right, can't draw with an eraser. We're actually going to be putting a 1/2 there. Remember, this is our f and this is our g. So our original f of x, right? If I put in a 2 for my original f of x, I'm going to be cutting that in half for my g of x. So if I'm plugging in 10 for my g, that's the same thing as plugging in 5 for my original. So what I want to think about here is my g of x, I have the point 10, 0. While my f of x is 5, 0. And to go from the 10 to the 5, because I'm always thinking kind of backwards, I'm cutting it in half. So this is saying I have to cut in half to get back to the original. And that's it. I like to encourage you, when I'm doing these problems, I'm using Desmos like a crazy person. I put in, so let's put in an equation. If they gave me an equation, they usually will give you an equation. They'll give you an equation like, I don't know, 4 cubic root of 5x minus 2. Let me make it a smaller number there. I'm going to make that a 3. Okay, if they're giving me something like this, and then they're asking me which equation is equivalent, I'm going to come over here and put in the different options and look at them and really try to understand what's going on. So maybe they're saying g of x is equal to 1/2. Sorry, I need to say f of x first. F of 1/2 of x. Maybe I'm looking at an equation where f of x is something like this. And I can't remember if I'm supposed to do the 1/2 on the outside to make it bigger, or the 1/2 on the inside. You can see the 1/2 on the, 1/2 on the outside makes it shorter, and 1/2 on the outside makes it fatter. I think I said that backwards. 1/2 on the outside makes it short, and 1/2 on the inside makes it wide. So it's really important that you start to play around with these. It's key that you use different letters. I can't have multiple things defined as f of x without it getting confused. So you have to use different letters here, and then you're good to go. But I think that this will be the most intuitive way for you to practice. And I highly recommend when you're doing the different assignments, try to figure out what it is from the transformations, but then check your work before you submit. Okay, that's all, guys. Good luck.